Welcome to Your Cyber Path, the podcast that helps you get your dream cybersecurity job by sharing the secrets of experienced hiring managers and top cybersecurity professionals with you. Now, on to the show.
Well, let's move on then. What about location tracking, just in general?
So location tracking is like, you may be sitting somewhere and you get like, a signal like, okay, Amber Alert. There's a flooding happening or this person happening. So those things happen by location. So any subscriber in the world, you can actually find their location just by having their telephone number. It's like a ping thing.
Really?
So think about a ping. Yeah. So you can ping someone, and normally carriers do that. So, but what happened is like, it's like, I'll give you a simple, it's like confirming someone bank information.
Okay.
Like banks have a way to figure out if this bank account is valid or invalid. So what
they
happens
ping
is
the account.
they ping the account. So if I have like a Russian, a carrier, I can put someone and I can find their location to confirm, and I can exactly find where they are right now.
Okay.
So that is used mostly for, you may have heard about that someone just got killed in a bomb blast, or someone just got killed and the person was, very personal person, like, he was traveling in XYZ place, right? But that's what happened. Where a carrier will basically find out where the person is and just ping the response and the person up.
And I've heard that you can also do location tracking by mobile tower triangulation, right? There's other ways to do it.
That's the way to do it. So mobile triangulation is how you do it. But like you need a telephone number and you just ping the phone and it gives you a location.
Okay. Now I'm a little bit aware of this because I have helped political activists who are working in repressive countries, and they're trying to organize citizens to protest against the policies of oppressive governments. And so I've actually been involved in trainings where we talk about this, location tracking and that sort of thing, and how very careful they have to be, and I even tell them, like, if you cannot carry a mobile phone, if you're going to go to a protest, that's really your best bet. But that's difficult, right? Because people need to get text messages and they need to communicate.
Yeah, certainly. There are a lot of things too, right? Like we guide a lot too. A lot of time our work is very, very difficult because you don't want to overshare, because anything that a person can use in a positive way can also be used in a negative way.
Yes.
Too. So it's like a sword, right? You don't want to teach gun to everyone.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of time that's why, the service I told you, like we don't publicly tell how it works. So we just say, come to us, we'll see if you qualify and we can help you out. And frankly, things are getting better now. There are a lot of tools out there that you can use to protect it. But yeah.
Could we talk about something that's been very high profile in the news lately, which is like the kind of cell phone surveillance that's enabled by the NSO group, or, organizations like that?
Sure.
It seems very insidious, but what's your take?
So certainly, I'll come back to like 0-day exploits, right?
Yeah.
0-day exploit is basically something that has to be fixed. So 0 days effectively means 0 day like today.
Right.
No one knows that.
Correct.
And so NSO group is like their marketplace online, and that's another way how people make their career in cybersecurity. They'll find a bug and they will sell it online on forums and say, I know how to get into someone's Microsoft account, right? And then people will bid on them and they'll sell it. So NSO group is the one that buys a lot of exploits. NSO is one of the thousands of groups.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they buy exploits and they say, okay, and then they sell it to different nations.
Yep.
And they have contracts. Okay, I want to monitor someone's social media, just to give an example.
Yeah.
And they will say how to get into Facebook. So they will now, once they find the bug, they will go to like different countries and find out. So with the NSO bug, the details of a lot of this is not public because, like, we can guesstimate about how things work out, but technically it's just location tracking. And where people can find location, and that's how they were able to assassinate it. But even as of today, a lot of people in the world are being surveilled because it's legal in most of the countries.
Yeah. Well, I know that 0-day exploits and like remote zero-click exploits and that sort of thing is kind of how the technology works. I mean, it used to be that they would have to send you a text message and you'd have to click on the link. And now they've evolved their technology to where they just have to send something and you don't have to take any action. And then your phone becomes silently compromised and they can conduct remote surveillance. And there's been a lot of high profile, investigative journalism on this. And I'm just curious to know, is this something that you, in the service that you provide through EFANI, is this something that you have to deal with?
Yeah, certainly. Absolutely. It does. We do work against, like, these are services that we don't advertise.
Yeah.
So we have to, like, look at a person that we, like, it's like a gun. Like, who do you sell the gun to?
Yeah, right.
And then the challenge is because we have to go with the specific laws too. But yeah, it does become the challenge. It's a real concern because a lot of those bugs are left intentionally. So government can also tap into those people too.
Yeah.
But again, there are people who work in government, they pass on the secrets, and then people in the wild west.
Or those secrets just get lost or stolen. Like NotPetya and WannaCry were both enabled by a cyber weapon called Eternal Blue that the U.S. government had stockpiled, and then it had been stolen or somehow had gotten loose, and then it was used to actually launch those attacks. And there's a really great book, by the way, about zero-day exploits that I listened to recently. I'd like to listen to audiobooks. And they talked in that book a lot about how the market for zero-day exploits actually developed, and how the NSO group and other organizations have weaponized, and how governments have weaponized this in order to enable digital surveillance.